Good morning. Let's wait a moment. Still a bit fresh. If you're watching live, let's just say good morning in the chat. One more moment. So weather is already here. You can just close your eyes for a moment and tune in on how you're feeling right now. This is like the practice. So if you've been doing this course with us together for 4 weeks now, oh my gosh, it's the fourth week. So we've been doing 3 weeks. Yeah, then this is a great practice. It's very simple. So sit up to something and just close your eyes. If you want, place your hands somewhere on your body. For example, on the heart and belly. This helps to actually tune to the body. You're touching your own body. You can also rub your body gently and just tune into your toes, from the toes all the way to the top of the head. How am I right now, physically? Where do I feel tense? Where do I feel open in my body? Take a deep inhale. Exhale to the mouth with a sigh. Gently shake the upper body out. And then, if your hand isn't on your chest yet, then bring one hand onto your chest. Feeling your heartbeat here. And how are you feeling emotionally this morning, this week? And maybe there have been some emotions that you didn't have time to digest or give space. And maybe this hour is a way of feeling all you need to feel so you can heal. Breathe into your heart space. Exhale with a sigh. Release it, let it flow, let it move on. And start rubbing your hands here. And place your hands over your eyes. Turning into your mind here, your mental state. How are you feeling mentally this morning? What is the quality of your thoughts right now? And then notice if you're spiraling into ideas, concepts, memories. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Really feel how the breath is moving through your nostrils. And then exhale with a sigh. Let your hands go. Shake your fingers out. And I'll just take a few deep breaths here. And I'm inviting you to set your intention for today's class, where we harvest our dreams and celebrate ourselves. The constant flow of doing to reach something, and then the irony of not even stopping a moment to celebrate it. It's like, wow, that's how much we're in the rush. Hmm. Let your intention be a word or a mantra that you can repeat as a reminder. So let it be uplifting, let it be motivational, inspiring, and not as if you're cringing and tensing your body. Hmm. One more full breath into your chest here. Hold your breath at the top for a moment, tuck the chin. Slowly exhale through the nose. Hmm. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So, welcome to our final class of this online course. Um, for alignment, April is for alignment, and alignment can be something we can go out of tune many times in life, even in a day. But it's also the clearer our intentions are and our vision. And the stronger we've practiced our reminders, the easier it kind of is to come back again and to realize, like, fuck, I'm out of tune with myself. And for me, this crystallized in a way in a mantra for life. And I have visions that are not just related to me, but also related to humanity, people. And this has definitely something to do with creating these safe spaces. Ah, good morning. But we can also have our own visions for life, and our own visions for life are mostly something we lost a few times, big time in our life. And for me, I made once myself a promise, and that's also how you can see an intention or mantra for life. It's like a promise to yourself to really get out of situations where you do a particular thing you know is unhealthy, and you know you do it out of fear, and you know you're just gonna end up the same. You know, even if it's a new scene, new actors in it, different season, you know it's going to be fucked up because it's not aligned with your highest purpose and vision. And this is, yeah, just like a little thing. Or maybe you're curious what my mantra is, and it's to trust my inner flow. And if I'm disconnected from that and from my heart, then I know I'm like, shit, I'm going to act out of fear in my life because I'm out of tune with that connection. And to trust your inner flow means to like really trust your inner flow. And by that I mean like the intuition, and like if something feels not right, to let it go. And this can have different forms in life, but yeah, this is a little inspiration. So today we celebrate ourselves in the scene class, and celebrating ourselves with stillness and space and some gentle heart opening. Why do we do that? It's because we keep going, and we think we're going, for that specific goal. But then we realize we didn't even celebrate when we arrive. So maybe not even that's the intention. So what's the intention in the end? Like the true intention that keeps us going so fucking much. So I think, maybe that could be something to explore in this class. And also just to like be like, hey, you've done great this week. And be more gentle with ourselves, and realize how unrealistic some expectations are, and where they stem from, and what we hope to get when we reach the perfect state of our to-do list, our plans, our ideas and concepts, and not let life also just unfold and embrace our humanness. We're humans here. Like things are not gonna go normally smooth and after our lists. Life is here to be lived, not to undo checklists. It's like just a memo to everyone. So yeah, today we'll fuck the to-do lists here in this class. So we'll start in a heart opener. If you have a extra mat, you can roll it up in a blanket and place it in front of your mat, like where you have it. Or if you have books or block, you can take a block too. And you can also pamper that mat with more pillows. I'll go for the block and actually this thing, because I only have one block here, you can also add pillows. And also what's a great tool in Yin is to just have a towel, because you can roll it up, you can just, put it in some small places where your body wants to ground. And from here, come to sit in front of your props and just make sure you're lying on the mat once you extend your body. And then give your feet a rub here. Hello feet, thank you for supporting me all day. And slowly walk your hands back till you reach your first prop. And if you have a block, use the lowest setting unless you're really open in your shoulders and chest. And it should be just above your bra strap, where the bony part is, above the rib cage. And from here, slowly lower down with your head. And place your head prop under the head properly. And really make sure they're stable. And we're just gonna stay here for a few breaths. We need to arrive and just tune in how this feels, if we need to make any adjustment. Giving our body time, giving ourselves permission to take time in our lives, to savor things, to enjoy them, to celebrate, to see beauty and appreciate each moment. That's not possible if you rush and feel stressed. And from here, there are two variations. With your feet, once you can bring your feet together so that the inner parts touch, as you let go of your knees to the side. Butterfly, you can also put more props under your knees, that can be very helpful. And the other one is to extend your legs onto the mat. And both variations have the arms wide, palms facing up. And taking 3 breaths, 3 deep inhales and exhales through the nose to arrive, softening this shape. Releasing your jaw, letting your shoulders and shoulder blades become heavy. Your belly and your chest are soft. With every exhale, you allow yourself to melt over your bolster or your block. To really soften. Tuning into the chest, the heart space, and really noticing your inhale going in there. Maybe holding at the top and slowly exhaling through the nose. Becoming aware of what happens when we physically open our heart and tune into what we feel, the grief and the joy, the sadness and the love, anger, pain, inspiration, but also bliss, relaxation, celebration, enjoyment of life. Inviting playfulness in our lives. Allowing your legs and knees to become heavy. Releasing your toes and fingers, the tongue, and the eyes sink deeper into your eye socket as you keep coming back to your chest, to that light within. Where have you forgotten to play more in life? To feel light, joyful. Mm. Allowing the bones to become a little bit heavier now. And I'm inviting you now to take 3 deep breaths and hold each inhale at the top for a moment, tucking the chin slightly in and really tuning into your heart, meditating on the heart space and holding the breath as long as it feels good, and then slowly exhaling through the nose, activating this heart space even deeper. And then come back to natural breathing through the nose and the mouth and just tune into what's happening now in your body. Letting everything become heavy and soft and melting a little bit deeper, a little bit more. Just by becoming aware of where you're holding tension, it's like, oh, notice your bone, notice your collarbones moving away from each other as your heart opens. And now I'm inviting you to repeat a sentence to yourself, and it's you're saying to yourself, either loud or internally, your name. And then, I really love you. You've done really great this week. I know not everything was easy, it was quite hard. Um, but I love you and you've done great. And it's sufficient. And you can translate this, of course, to your own words, but it's like really, for example, I would tell myself, Alex, you've done really, really great this week. I know it was really challenging, maybe even know what. It was really challenging to organize your months with the new regulations, but you've done really great, and it's okay to take time to rest. It's your turn. Tell yourself what you need to hear, and tell yourself that you've done really good, and it's enough, and you can rest. Yeah, repeat it a few times. Repeat it one more time now. I really join into how this makes you feel. Hmm. And from here, bring your hands to touch, just touch your physical body, maybe the hips, the thighs, the chest, wherever your hands reach. And if your legs are extended, gently move your toes and start walking your feet back so till your knees bend. If your legs are in butterfly, so with the knees to the side, gently bring your hands to your thighs and guide your knees back to center. And then with your bent knees, just breathe here for a few more moments. And then from here, we'll be rolling over to one side and then just move away the prop with our upper arm. And maybe we have our upper prop as a pillow for a moment, lying here in embryo. Giving ourselves time. Maybe telling yourself if you're a person that rushes and never thinks she or he has enough time. Tell yourself you've got all the time to slow down. Even if this class takes 3 hours for you, you're allowed to take your time. Carefully roll over into your back. Extend your legs and arms on the mat and just stay here in mini shavasana. Just tune into what's happening in your chest. Keep breathing through the nose, in and out. And remembering whatever you feel, especially if it's heavy, remember you're safe. But also if it's really beautiful and you feel ecstatic, like it's also safe, and you're not used to feel safe when you're happy. From here, we'll move into happy baby. We'll bring the soles of our feet to show towards the sky, and then bring our hands between the knees and grab the outer edge of our feet. And then from here, let your knees fall out to the side, relaxing your toes, your shoulders, and rocking from side to side like a baby. And maybe try not to have a smile on your face, and just in the shape, just to see what it does. Find stillness, tuck your chin slightly in so your neck is nice and long. Breathing into your hips here, releasing your shoulders. Your jaw, your face, your toes. And then knee hug. Giving yourself a hug here and just resting in stillness. And then roll over to one side. And from the side, we'll move into a child's pose. You can come onto hands and knees. Take your knees wider, bring your toes to touch. And then sit onto your heels, extend your arms forward. You can always, have your towel as a little pillow for your forehead. And extend the arms and let the shoulders sink down. Taking a few deep breaths into your belly here. Imagining how you're inhaling space. And as you exhale, open your palms of the hands to the sky and release, let go of what's taking up space, but is not really nourishing you anymore. And you don't need to know what it is, you just intend on creating space in life. And you'll start noticing the areas where there is no space. Exhale inside. Just bring the hands back to touch the floor gently. As you soften in this child's pose, release your hips, your thighs, your neck and jaw. Surrender. Letting the bones become heavy towards the earth. Elbows are soft, touching the floor. Really feel how you're breathing from your tailbone all the way up to your spine, creating space between the vertebrae, neck, head. Few more deep breaths here. And just notice your palms touching the floor as we'll be walking our hands towards the left side, but just as far as our hips stay where they are. So we're opening the right side of our body. You can rest your forehead. Whenever you reach the point that you want to kind of move away from your sitting bones and heels, then you back off and come back. Letting your elbows and shoulders soften as you breathe into your right side of the upper body. The rib cage is expanding. You can also place your right ear on the floor. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. With every breath, we allow our physical body to relax deeper here. Remembering your intention. And then carefully center your head and just notice how the palms are touching the floor. As you slowly walk your hands back to center, take a full breath in and out. And inhale. And exhale, walk your hands towards the right side. Again, as far as your sitting bones touch the thigh. If you've placed your right ear on the floor, do the same thing. Breathing into the left side of your upper body, the rib cage expanding. Let go of tension in your shoulders, shoulder blades, neck, your jaw. What does it need for you to take time to celebrate yourself more, to enjoy life more? What do you feel you don't have so you can do that? Whatever the first answer is, we don't have to rationalize it. Our adult minds don't have to agree with it, but it's like what we somewhere internally believe that's gonna, repeat itself like that. Exhaling through the mouth, maybe the next exhale, softening the space where you're being vulnerable with yourself. A few more breaths here. And then carefully just center your head and walk your palms back to center. I'm gonna stay here for your final breaths. Really breathe and extend through the whole spine. And then slowly we'll slide forward, coming onto our belly down shavasana, and placing your hands forward and your forehead on your hands. Breathing through the whole body here. If you're resting your head on one ear, remember to switch on both sides. And gently just wiggle your hips from side to side here. And tap your toes. And carefully come into hands and knees. We're just doing a few very gentle cat and cows. You can close your eyes and you can move in waves. Really exhaling, running your hips, inhaling, opening the heart. And really slowly imagine your water. Really allow yourself to enjoy this movement, to create space in the body. It's like dark chocolate or your favorite chocolate melting on your tongue. Mm. And then shift to the opposite side. And allow yourself to breathe. Because breathing is to live life. Without breath, there is no life. So, what's the quality of your breath? Might be the equal quality of your life. And then find center for maybe three like traditional cat and cows if you want. And slowly, when you finish your last round, find stillness here. We'll be moving into swan. Sleeping pigeon. We'll be shifting our hands forward. And I recommend you to have some props in the front, so just have them there. If you don't need them, great. If you need them, great to have them close. Now from here, slide your left knee to your left wrist and move your left leg towards your right wrist, just wherever it stops. And then extend your right leg. Count your fingertips and inhale yourself up and out of your hips. And just like notice if your weight's on the left side, so bring it to center. And slowly come with your lower arms. If there's lots of space between your left buttocks and the earth, take your towel and place it beneath it or a pillow block. And then if you have another block or any other prop, you can place it under your forehead here. Or have your bolster in front of you. Palms can be up or fingers interlace. Taking a few breaths to just arrive and notice where you're holding on tension that you can do. A great pose to tune into feeling is healing. Feeling is healing. allowing the bones to become heavy, releasing any tension in your hips, neck, shoulders, your belly, the back of your heart, tuning into that right hip flexor, and breathing when it's hard and breathing when it's easy, and breathing into the open spaces in your body, but also in the sticky spots. Inviting in space to be as you are, all you are, right now, not in the future, not who you've been in the past, but who you are here, and acknowledging what you've done great, and not just focus on the things you could have done better. Also important, but we tend to forget, especially on this inner journey. Like, damn, that's all fucked up, but also, wow, there's so much goodness, greatness. Taking your final breaths here, softening a bit deeper. And from here, if you had a prop, just put it aside. And there's a simple way to exit this pose. We're just gonna roll over our left hip, maybe remove all the props, and then use a block as a pillow or whatever you have, and rest here for a moment. And then slowly we'll make our way back to hands and knees. And we'll be gliding our right knee towards our right wrist and turn our right foot towards the left wrist. Extending our left leg, coming onto the fingertips, opening up, centering the weight. And slowly lowering down, and again, something on the right buttocks to ground down. And use whatever variation feels good for you here. Taking a few deep breaths to notice how you're feeling on this side in the shape, and everything can be different. Let go of old stories and ideas who you've been maybe just 2 minutes ago. Can you allow yourself to shift and life to change? And you to celebrate yourself for what was great and what was not great, what you learned. And also, be okay with things not remaining the same, actually being really happy about it. allowing yourself to soften with your breath here and to feel the sticky places, the places we really don't like to go. But maybe they're not as scary as we think in our own minds. Hmm. Going into the back of your heart space here, your shoulder blades, your spine. What are you carrying around? What is yours? What not? What has expired a long time ago? And what has not even happened yet? Oh, you're carrying it with you. Wow. Now we can celebrate our commitment, our loyalty. But maybe you want to be loyal to something else. You're like, that was great for now, but not anymore. You don't have to only cry over the past, we can celebrate it, even the good things ending. Like, thank you. It was so beautiful. What a gift to have the possibility to experience all these things. Like, wow, what a human experience buffet this is. Hmm. Taking another deep breath here. And then slowly removing your props and rolling over your right hip, coming to embryo for a few breaths. And then carefully rolling onto your back for our twist. Have some prop next to your left hip. And extend your left leg, hugging in your right knee, interlacing the fingers, placing it on top of your knees. And just letting your shoulders become heavy, your shoulder blades. As you breathe into this right hip here, toes are relaxed. No pointing or extending, just being here. And then release your right arm to the side and guide your knee with your left hand towards the left side. Turning your head towards the right or keeping it centered as you breathe deeply into your belly here to arrive. Adjusting your limbs so that it feels good. And remembering how you're lying now so you can do the opposite when we should. Taking one more deep breath here. Slowly exhaling. Centering your head first. And then bringing your both hands to your right knee and hug your right knee into your chest. And then extend your right knee and bend your left knee, shifting your prop to your right hip. As you hug your left knee in, interlacing fingers and placing it on top of the knee. Breathing into your left hip here. And then slowly guiding your right knee towards the right side and extending the left arm. Taking the same variation with your limbs and hand as before. Breathing into your chest, belly. Allowing ourselves to soften with every exhale. Carefully center your head. And with the help of your arms, guide your knee back. And then let your right knee follow, hug both knees in, and maybe rock from side to side. Find stillness for 3 breaths here before we move into Shavasana. Really feeling your spine ground. And then make your way into Shavasana, extending your legs, your arms, palms facing up, neck nice and long. Taking 3 deep breaths here through the nose, in and out. With every exhale, we allow our body to become heavy. Rest. Letting your eyes rest deeper into the eye sockets. And then letting go of your breath, letting it just flow naturally as you and I give you permission to rest here. Leave you in silence for a moment and talk again, knowing that this is a safe space you've created for yourself to integrate this practice, nourish, recharge, replenish, and inviting lightness and joy into your being, every single cell. Start deepening your breath here with 3 deep inhales and exhales through the nose. And then move your fingers, toes, and head from side to side. Waking up here, um, hugging the knees. Or first, maybe take a stretch, extending the arms over the head, the legs. Oh, and hugging the knees into your chest, really giving yourself a hug here. Ah, and telling yourself a compliment. Maybe it's again, you've done really good. This week, this month, this year, the past year. And maybe saying to yourself, thank you for being you. And you're allowed to be all you are. And roll over to your right side. Remembering your intention as you breathe in your heart, in and out. And from the heart, rise in a sitting position. To close our class, sitting onto something. Bring the hands to your chest here in prayer. And let your fingers be soft so there is a little hole between your hands. Imagine now a light at the center of your heart. With the next inhale, feel how your chest expands and imagine how that light shines through your hands. And as you exhale, that light is drawing back towards your spine, deeper into your own being. You're grounding into your light. Inhale, let that light expand through your chest and through your hands out into the world. And as you exhale, let yourself ground deeper into your heart. Repeat for 2 more times in your own pace with your breath. And let your arms become prayer hands again. Bring your head towards the hands. Give thanks to your heart here. Thank you, heart. Thank you. Thank you, life. Thank you to my soul, this body, all the humans around the place I live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning and the past weeks. Taking time to journal the questions and also to try out the tasks and go on a self-love date. It's been really transformational for me to take myself out on dates. And I mean, in Switzerland, we can even go to a restaurant, sit outside, enjoy the sun, a glass of wine, or whatever you prefer. And yeah, celebrate life more. It's like an ongoing thing, an ongoing celebration, ceremony, enjoyment. I mean, it's so beautiful to live that way. Very simple. So thank you for that. I also would love to invite you, like next month, I won't be doing a full course, but I want to do 2 free community Yin Yoga classes on Saturday, the 1st of May in Swiss Journey. Swiss Journey. Yeah, it's a Swiss journey. No, it's a Swiss German heart opening journey. It's also great if you want to invite in someone who has never practiced yin and you just want to, show them how beautiful it can be. And the other one will be in English, and it's gonna be on May 29th. And if it's sunny outside, this will be happening at Werdinsel, just by the river. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. If it's raining, it's gonna happen online. So yeah, thank you for being here. I might do a new class, just one, an extended one. Um, and then just stay tuned. Probably middle of May. Best is to just register for my newsletter if you haven't already. And yeah, feel free to email me and just share your experience with me. And if there's anything you need. Thank you, and have a wonderful day and weekend and life. Oh my gosh.